I feel like I was validated, you know, openly, publicly, when sort of give my testimony. And I feel like, you know, it's healing. It's very much healing. And also at the same time, it heals others as well. My name is Antonia. I care for my daughter and my son who live with a mental illness, and this is my experience. This is part of me, and they give me like hope to go on. They're my sort of, support, even though from up there they're looking after me. My daughter has been diagnosed about 26 years ago, and my son about 5 years later. And I had a double whammy, as they call it. All I could see, you know, like my daughter's not well, she's behaving like somehow not normal. And then the word schizophrenia came in, you know, and that was it. My whole world turned upside down. Friends used to come, you know, visiting because we're very social. And I used to hide her so, you know, they won't see her because we got a mad daughter, you know, that sense. It was like shame, fear. Mostly shame that it couldn't have happened to our family, and you know, one side of the family blaming the other. It must be your side of the family. And I was even blamed as a mother because I wasn't a good mother. If I was better, maybe my children wouldn't have got sick. I think this is when I made a conscious decision. Okay, I take responsibility, full responsibility for my daughter first and then my son. And I'm trying to do everything in my power to help them get right, you know, to help them get well. There was stages in my life, in the carers, you know, in my carers journey, that I felt really low and I felt alone and I felt nobody understands. So I used to go down my favorite park and sort of walk, you know, the path there with nature and the birds and the trees, and I felt like I was in touch with, you know, with God. And because of my faith, I think that's what keeps me going. Even from the hard rock, I became, you know, I got roots down. I'm still rooted down, stability, and then I have got, you know, green. I'm still growing, I'm still learning, I'm still developing, and I got it in Greek too. I first heard of a seminar. It was a Greek seminar, Greek speakers, Greek psychiatrists, and I went there. And actually I felt like relief, I felt good, because I thought, oh my God, I'm not alone, there's so many others like me. And I was ready to share. I said, I can't deal with that alone, I need some help. I want to tell the whole world how I feel. So I invited my older son and my sister who came along. And when they heard me, you know, talking about, I felt unsupported. I felt, you know, I felt all those feelings that, you know, nobody would understand, not even my own family. And I feel so alone. After that, my sister and my son came and hugged me, and they said, we never thought you felt that way, you know. A lot of Greek carers came along and said, it's like you're speaking about my situation, and thank you, you know, thank you for sharing, because I feel I'm not alone now as well. This is me, like the pictures, it represents my culture, Greek, it's Greek pictures. They were training for bilingual workers for transcultural mental health, but while they were, you know, training and get a job, I actually started a volunteer group myself. I work full-time, and in the evening, 6 to 8 in the evening, I used to have a volunteer group, a carers group, and I was facilitating the group. I have so much to share and to, you know, and to teach people about, you know, what I've went through and how I overcome it. I suppose there is a lot of cultural, I suppose, barriers, if you like, you know, to access the system, you know, to get support. And because, yeah, of the language barriers, because of the beliefs, the attitude. So this is when, you know, are culturally sort of appropriate, if you like, you know, it's good that people share, you know, the same beliefs, the same attitudes, cultural, you know, beliefs. My reward is to see the positive changes with the families, you know, because families do change in a positive way when they come to the groups, you know, and like I reconnect with my family, so do they, you know, their relationship, you know, flourish. And I think I'm reaping the fruits, you know, now in my later, you know, life, which I'm proud of my achievements, and I'm proud of my, you know, what I have achieved so far for my family as a carer and as a human being, as a person too, and also for my community as well.